Hi, it's Marlene. I thought I'd come on and say hi and let you know what's going on. I haven't deserted the channel. I've just been so busy running my great-grandson back and forth to daycare and his mom back and forth to work, and going to the doctor, and I'm babysitting my, well, they call him my grand dog this week, and I'll have him till Tuesday, and he came this past Tuesday. So, and he's a big dog. I'm not used to it, and has a whole lot of energy. My dogs are old. They don't do anything. This one is into everything. And right now my foot is swollen so really bad because every time he jumps up, he comes down hard on my foot. And it's been a hurting. And a while ago he hit it just right. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to prop it up and see if that swelling will go down. I know it's bruised all over. Anyway, today I went outside and I picked up a lot of brush and things that were my my deceased husband's twin brother came over and cut some more on the rose bush, and he's 88 years old, so I told him, you know, don't get all that brush up. One of my son-in-laws will come along. Well, one's in New York, and one is in the process of moving his family into another house that they just bought. So right now I'm kind of on hold for a little bit, so I've been working a little bit at a time, gathering it up and taking it and putting it in the wood pile. Anyway, and then he'll haul it off. But it's just been a long week, and today I don't have anybody here, and so I've just been resting and trying to get my energy back to start all over again tomorrow. Now, the grand dog will be gone on Tuesday, so that'll be something lifted off of me because he kind of wears me out, and he tries to bully my boy dog. My little teeny girl dog, she lets him know who's the boss, and he doesn't. He runs from her. He wouldn't go outside for like a day and a half because a little Yorkie across the alley barked at him. He's a big chicken. Anyway, he tries to bull up on the other dog, but they don't let him. Anyway, so he'll be gone, and then I'll be babysitting my great-grandson Monday and Tuesday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, and then he'll go back to his dad's Wednesday and probably Thursday, but I'm not sure. And then I get him back on Friday because we're going camping this weekend, and we're staying Friday, Saturday, and leaving Sunday. So that'll be fun for him to swim in the pool and to have fun, and I'll get to sit around and talk with family because we've got a big bunch. We've got 3 campers full of people going, so it's going to be a good time. Anyway, that's basically about all I've got today, but kind of some questions. What kind of things are you doing? If you're older like me, 60s, 70s, I'm 70, what kind of things are keeping you young and keeping you healthy? I think my family really makes a difference in my life. Do you have someone in your family who helps you, or a good friend who also brings joy to your life and keeps you young? I know that since I've had my grandson, I've had a little more energy than usual till I totally exhausted it this week. And but I don't know. What's some things that you do to keep yourself healthy? You know, I think today, you know, I've pretty much just sat around and laid around, and that's not the best thing either, other than going out there and picking up that little bit of brush that was left. And so I'd like to know what people do to lift themselves up and get energy. I mean, I'm eating right. My granddaughter's been cooking when she's here. Actually, in fact, I eat too much. I find myself eating more than I would ordinarily, and so I'm trying to cut down. Today by myself, I just fixed one of my single dinners that I had frozen, so I stuck it in a crock pot, and it was in there for about three and a half hours, and I ate that today. It was that salsa chicken, and it was really delicious. I've put rice. I had fixed a bunch of rice at one time and froze up little single serving packs of rice, and I put one of those in it, and it thawed out at the same time, so it really come out good. And it come out so good, them dogs couldn't hardly stand not eating it, but they couldn't have it because it's too spicy. I fed them their kibble, and I gave them some ground beef that I had left in the refrigerator from the other day. And I've just been staying home and doing nothing while they're gone. They left yesterday late, and we did carpets and stuff yesterday, and gathered up stuff, that's too small for my great-grandson. And so we're trying to get his room finished painting, and got new sheets and stuff on the bed, and just trying to make it really nice for him. And also a new ceiling fan that will go up. My son-in-law is going to come when he gets a chance for moving, and put the ceiling fan on the ceiling. And he's real good at electrical stuff. A while back, my garage door went out, and he come over, and he was several hours studying it and trying this and that, and couldn't get power to anything. And then I guess he had a thought, and he opened the thing again, and he looked in behind, and one of the wires was totally off of the switch that keeps the power on to the garage door. So he was able to put it back together, and it's worked good ever since. And I hope it just continues to keep working, because with my fixed income, that would be a big expense that I don't have. And another thing that happened this weekend, and I'm glad it didn't, or this week, and I'm glad it didn't happen last week when it was 106 degrees. My air conditioner went out. So I called the techs. I called my insurance, because I have the home serve, and they sent a technician out the next day, and he didn't get here till probably about 6:30 in the evening. He was supposed to be here between 12 and 4, and I called them about 3:30 or quarter to 4, and said, is something going on, because I thought maybe he was on another job, and he was still coming, but I didn't know for sure, and I was beginning to worry because of the weekend. And so they called me back, and they said he is stuck at another job. It was more than what he thought it would be, and he will be there when he finishes that job year next. And so then he got here. It was probably about another hour and a half, but he did call me himself after I talked to the company, and said that he was on that job, and it was probably going to be about 50 minutes or maybe a little bit more, and it was a lot more than the 50 minutes, but I'm just glad that he came. Anyway, he took it all apart, and somehow the connector had come loose. I guess the vibration from the air conditioner had knocked the connector loose, so he replaced it and plugged it back in, and that air kicked on, and today I have good air, and I'm glad, because I'm sure we're not done with this heat yet. Today's been pretty warm, even with the air conditioning. And I have a heat pump, and it's an older one, and heat pumps the older ones don't really put out the heat or air as good as the newer ones do. Anyway, I think that that's all I have today, and I am looking forward to camping this weekend. And one of the main reasons that we're all camping, and there'll be other people coming in that aren't camping, is because another one of my great-grandsons is turning 6. this weekend. We're going to have his birthday party out to the campground. So that's going to be fun because there's so much to do there. There's swimming, there's golf, there's a jump pad, there's a playground, there's hiking, there's fishing, there's all kinds of things that they can be doing. And they always have such a great time, and I have a great time watching them do it. So you all have a good rest of your week, and let me know, answer some of my questions, because I really want to know, because I need some help with getting my energy up and feeling better. Anyway, until next week, I will see you then. Bye-bye. Now, I did mention that there is a way of doing this. Oh, like, share, and subscribe.